Hello traders, welcome to today's update. It's another Monday, which means another week full of opportunities within this market. So, as always, let's just get straight into the price action. We will start with Bitcoin. We'll take a look at Ethereum. I also want to take a look at BNB, and we will cover some of the legacy markets as well. So, first of all, Bitcoin, we have been looking for this retrace. These are the boxes. This is the nice little grey box that I drew last week on the previous live stream I did actually on Thursday, maybe? As we had this SFP of the highs. Yes, this was it, the one. So this is the one that we were drawing on the live stream last week, and we've had to move down into it eventually. So really nice, good corrective move at the moment. I do think that if we can hold here, and especially if we can reclaim one level in particular, then we have a very good opportunity to go and take out all of these stops and go up to the top of the range at 17,600, which is the level that you will continue to see me talking about. If we don't hold here, then the next level down is again very clear. So it's actually quite nice, and it's really good for these bigger swing trade opportunities at the moment. So at the moment, for me, I am in a fairly big short position, and since this morning I have now taken on a couple of longs just to offset against that. I have taken profit on the short. I have closed out of one of my altcoin shorts, but yeah, overall allowing this just to settle here before I have a bigger idea of where we might head next, I guess. So yeah, let's start off here. So the support that we have, I'm just going to bring you over onto this so it's not too crowded onto one chart. So Coinbase chart, very, very simple. Okay, we're looking at the range as a whole. And where we are right now is the 4-hour AB and the value area low of the range after having rejected at the POC. So it's relatively straightforward, okay? We had that SFP at the highs, we came back into the POC was still there, we weren't able to break above, we started to make these consecutive lower highs, and that eventually forms this drop, which is what we have every single Monday. So 10 of the last 11 weeks on a Monday have been a move down, and then it retraces in the London session, which is the same. So we're just getting the same thing we have every single week through Q4 and Q3. Yeah, so we're at value area low. Good support here. Also, if we do just go back onto this, and we have the trend value area low, like I just said, we've got the high volume low node, and we've got the EQ. So if we are to draw our fibs onto here, you can look at the 0.5 is lying right in this zone that we currently found support at. So that's where we are. And it is decent support at the moment. So we do have to assume that this is going to hold. I would like to dip into here again. But if it doesn't hold, then yeah, we'll look at those lower targets. But right now, it's looking okay. The other nice thing about this, and this is something that I don't often show, but really cool little thing that you can do in order to find like premium and discount areas without the stupid like wide like 50-50 things that you see a lot of just newbie traders using at the moment. Go to the midpoint of your range. So we know that this is the range. This is the daily range. From our high up here to our low down here, this is the daily open and the close. Okay, from yeah, the whole range. And you can see how the midpoint has been respected. Now, if you were to draw a fib from where you are now into the midpoint, so you draw your fibs either side of this. So you've got your here, and then you do the same up here. These golden pocket zones and the 0.5 works really well. Now the 0.5 is what found the support initially after that rejection from the midpoint, okay? So you can see as we come into the midpoint of the range, then you come into the 0.5 of the lower portion of the range. And now what we have done is found support within that golden zone, that 618, 702 and 786. And again, if we were to get a move up here, then you would expect something like this to play out, and then you go back into the midpoint again. And you see this play out a lot. I will possibly do a video on this in the future, but just something that is there to be aware of, and something that's quite useful to look at when you want to know whether you should be looking for long positions. In this case, we are in the discounted area of the lower portion of the chart. Also the lower half of the range, we are into a good discounted area of that. And if we were to move up to here, that would be a good area to look for swing short positions, because we would be entering into a premium zone of the upper portion of the range there. Okay. What we have going on locally on Bitcoin, again, is relatively straightforward for myself. I am looking for a move up into that previous week open, so the weekly level that we have there. I am looking for that move up. Now, if we go on to just the, let's just go on to here, and this is basically what we're looking at of this. So locally, okay, you have the bounce, you come back in, you come back into the 0.5. That was overnight, so I wasn't able to trade that. But then since then, we've had this move. Okay, so move up to here and up to here. I'm just going to take off the 0.5 so it becomes a little bit clearer for you guys. And we've had that move into the golden pocket zone off of this. Now, from a market structure perspective, locally, we have also had a kind of a bullish break of market structure just on the local time frame. So high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, break. Okay, higher high for the first time, higher low for the first time, and I am looking for something like this that comes and takes us up into this weekly. So this is the long position that I have since taken on Bitcoin from this low and then compounding here to offset the shorts that we are currently in. Now, this low down here had a really nice confirmation to go with it. So if we do go on to this, you can see nice excess down at the lows. This is actually, it's over here. It's somewhere. Which one was it? I was using TrendRev at the time. It's one of them. I'll go back onto this one. Let me actually load up the 1 minute time frame. I've just been looking at TrendRev recently. I thought I was on 1 minute. And I'll go back and show you guys that in just a second. So yeah, that's really on Bitcoin. So the plan for myself for today will be, okay, I'm holding a short position. I do think we come back down into here at some point. But for now, I'm offsetting that with a long that's from here, and I am looking to take that up, and then that can help me get into another short position that can come and take out maybe these lows, possibly even take out those overnight lows. We'll see how things are looking when we get there, if we get there. And yeah, just something, I guess, along those lines to kind of continue back into this range. And then if we do hold and we don't start taking out these lows, then that's when I will start to consider those bigger swing long opportunities that basically take you all the way up to the top here. Now, if we were to do the trend continuation fibs, where you come into your golden pocket, I mean, you're not in your golden pocket, so in this instance, you would look for your 0.5, and then you'd look for the 1.5. So do I have the 1.5 on here? Where is it? Come on. Sorry, the negative 0.5. Then you'd look for an ABC kind of into that. So you're then going for this type of move here. I should have prepped this a little bit better this morning. Okay, and that takes you into the 2, right? So that's relatively simple. Now that would be a corrective move, which isn't necessarily what we're looking at, but it's the reciprocal of it. So it takes us up towards there, and you can see that we've got the confluence as we go a little bit higher. Ethereum. Actually, let me just show you this as it should have loaded now. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Nice excess at the lows, volume trapped within the lows, value area at the lows, and then getting a decent bounce that gave us that break of market structure, and subsequently gave us some bullish divergence to go with it, which is leading us to a probability that we are going to see a little bit higher before we do start to pull back here. Oh, as we're here as well, on the weekly, just if you wanted a little bit more confluence to go with this, previous week levels, okay, previous week EQ and previous week value area low, again, offering us some support at the moment, and this previous week open being the major level for myself, that if we can reclaim, come into these single prints again, we can hold above that previous week open, then it does give us a pretty decent probability that we're going to come through and test up towards these highs. Ethereum, also short, okay? Short was really, really nice. This happened at the weekend, so I don't often trade weekends, but it was kind of there, right? It really, really was nice. So this happens so often where you've had a very bullish week, which is what we had last week. Often these Saturdays just hold, and then what they'll do is they'll just stop everyone out, and then you get the move back to the kind of support that you were looking for. It happens so often. It'll be the same to the downside, okay? If you have a really bearish week, often that Saturday holds and then it just goes ping and then reverses on you. So something to be very aware of. Either don't hold over the weekend, Or if you have had a very clear trending week, look to kind of continue that on that Saturday and then get that reversal as we go into the new week subsequently from that, because ultimately you want to get these early shorts stopped out so they don't profit from this, which is a good thing that the market often does. So yeah, Ethereum took out both the local highs and some equal highs that we had from the previous week, okay, and then got the move down again to the same level that we were looking for. These were the zones that we had marked on our chart last week. So we've got the order block down here, we've got this little kind of inefficiencies on here, and we've got the 0.5. So it's a similar kind of situation that we're seeing here on ETH. Now, Ethereum, I'm looking at resistance if we do come up into like 1190, 1192. So 1192, and then if we do lose this, then it's quite clear for me down towards the 786, $1,100 even down there, looking at support if this was to get like a further dun 3 drive kind of thing all the way down there. So yeah, that's Ethereum. Oh, and if we do find support, it's the same range. It's the same range as Bitcoin's doing, okay? It's the daily range, and we would be looking for a move up towards 1,298. BNB quickly. Again, I took the short position. I got into a short this was like the best trade that I took over the weekend, actually. So the short was at $317.40. So if we go up there, $317.40, that takes us right there. No, maybe, was it higher? I thought I got it within this wick, to be honest. Maybe not. I'll check that. I think that's where I got the short. But again, this is a similar kind of situation on BNB, where it had gone and taken out the highs. You hold over the Saturday, you have that SFP, it ranges over the weekend, and then we drop. Now on BNB, I have since closed that just because it's an altcoin trade and they're fairly small, so I don't like to really hold them as swings so much. But we are caught within the value area high of this whole range here, and if we are to see a further drop, then it takes us down in towards, okay, you can see the levels down here, the daily level at 267 and your POC at 273 there, and 273 I think is the one that I would mainly look for if we are going to see another move down that then gets us a decent bounce. But for now, I do think that there's every opportunity within the market now that this can just hold and we can still be looking for higher prices. I wasn't going to mention this, but I will. Sushi. Okay, Sushi has had an SFP of the top of the range, so this could be a potential short opportunity coming in at the moment, but it is holding relatively well, and because the rest of the market is also holding quite well here, I wouldn't look to enter that yet, but I would be looking for maybe a local SFP off of this that we can potentially take back down once this starts to drop into a range here. So you're looking at something like, okay, let's see if it can hold some support, take out these highs, then kind of drop into a range, and then you're looking at support here and resistance here, so short there, long there, back into the midpoint, and then see which way it ends up going. S&P 500, decent corrective move so far off of this. Again, we've had 3 spikes into the lows after taking liquidity at the lows here, and it is getting a reaction. I don't have too much more to say on this. We do have equal highs, so this wasn't able to take out those highs from whenever it was, the 15th. So we weren't able to take out those highs there on last Thursday. Now, if we are to get a move up, I'm still looking for that weekly level, 4,065 there, which would take out those, and then maybe we can be looking for a bigger corrective move off of that. DXY, and then I'll wrap things up. A second dip into the support here. Now this is the support that we've been talking about for ages. That was the bare minimum for a retrace. We drew that on the chart as we came into this level. We were looking to go back into, like, not that I can't short the DXY because I don't trade the DXY, but to go long on other assets such as the euro dollar, such as Bitcoin, such as the S&P 500. This is where I was looking for new long positions, because we knew that this was at the very least going to be you were going to get some kind of rejection. Is that a bearish retest of what was support, or what should have been support, turning into resistance, and then we go lower, which is subsequently what we have seen? Or was it just going to be, okay, we're going to do this, which still would have been a nice opportunity to get into some long positions, and then we're going higher? But since then, okay, taking out the lows, and we're getting another bounce from this. So the dollar is at support, which is why I am still holding my big short positions. I am just also scaling into longs to see if we can start to hold here. So very much chilling in these shorts, but the way that kind of the market structure is looking, if we can continue to hold here, there's absolutely no reason why the risk assets can't see another decent move higher. In terms of volatility and stuff this week, look out for Wednesday. Okay, so let me just take you over onto here. Oh yeah, check out tauruscrypto.com if you have not done so already. Okay, there it is. Why is that like weird sized? That's a bit better. Check out tauruscrypto.com. We currently are doing, it's the last day, so it is Cyber Monday today, so we do have our final day of Black Friday Cyber Monday deals. So the 3, 6 and 12 month memberships are quite heavily discounted. Okay, you're saving $300 on your annual membership. It was $799, it's now $499. You just need to use the Black Friday 1Y code as you go for checkout there. And then again on these, heavily discounted, was $449, now $299, was $249, now $199. And it's the same if you would like to pay with crypto, then you can do that just by clicking on these links down here. But yes, Wednesday is when we are likely to see some volatility coming into the market. Okay, there's not too much else going on. We do have some like high impact events going on, but it's this Wednesday that is very key for myself, where you have home sales, you've got job openings, you've got non-farm employment change, you've got preliminary GDP, and you've got Powell speaking on Wednesday. So this is like a whole day, and then you've got the EU CPI. So a whole day of potential volatility coming in there, which could be quite fun. Other than that, there's nothing like massive going on, but we do need to be aware of everything on the economic calendar for this week. That covers it. That is everything I want to talk about. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, join the crew if you would like to. It would be a pleasure to have you as part of the crew. And have a great week, and I will see you guys again very soon. We also have some other exciting announcements to make as we go into December, so yeah, get yourself ready, make sure you're subscribed, because there is a ton of stuff coming your way in December. Thank you, see you soon.